I gotta start this shit. I'm gonna go live here. Alright. So I'm already pushing to YouTube. Let's go ahead and get our Podbean people in here. Alright. So I got those two. I got YouTube and Podbean. That's the two most important people. Right? It's not too much, but let's go ahead and get that shit popping to the website as well. Alright, the website is popping, and I'll get Instagram over here in a second. Like, I keep getting lost in fucking social media space. But I mean, yo, we got a big show today. I mean, we got Ben Cracked, BK coming up short, the NBA's gift. Like, get the fuck out of here. I don't even know that shit is gonna come up again today, but yo, we talking about a big show. You definitely gonna want to be here. We know we got that Blue Chew commercial as well. Got a couple of birthdays. Juneteenth was just this weekend. VAIT. They got a little preview for you guys. But you know what? I want to stop rambling. Let me go ahead and just start this show. You guys ready? I'm ready.
As Metro's Mercury grade approaches, I shall create the illest podcaster known to mankind.
But Master, what are you going to do?
Howard Stern, Stephen A. Smith, Joe Rogan, Dave Chappelle.
Why Dave Chappelle?
'Cause he's a funny motherfucker. Jay-Z.
Jay-Z?
Because he has money. You fucking dickhead.
Oh, I'm sorry, Master. I'm very sorry.
The heart of India. The strength of a black man. And the pride of a Spaniard. I present to you MyT. It's alive.
He's walking, Master. He's walking.
MyT Sports.
Here we go. Good afternoon, and welcome to another edition of the MyT Sports Podcast. Let me back that up. Welcome to the 327th excerpt of the MyT Sports Podcast. I'm your host, the one and only Tomás Taylor. It is another En Fuego day in the hottest city in the world. Listen, I don't know where you at, but where I'm at, they told me I was gonna have highs of 90, lows of 78. I ain't gonna lie. It's like 3 o'clock in the afternoon Eastern Standard Time, right? Like 3:07-ish. When I first asked about the weather, it said highs of 90, lows of 78, current temperature 77 degrees. What? I don't even know how that shit added up. You guys do that math. You guys go ahead and run that shit. I don't got time for. I'm gonna be looking all crazy and shit. It's that kind of weekend, B. Hope you had a nice Juneteenth. Hope you was able to enjoy that. We got a big show as always coming for you. We got Big Ben that was cracked. Maybe we ain't gonna call him Big Ben anymore. We can call him Little Ben. Hey, Ben. Ben was cracked. BK comes up short, literally. You understand? We got the NBA gift that keeps on giving. We may hit our segment and go get the fuck out. Maybe. Right, we got the double whammy that just got hit up. That was hit to us. That we were hit with. We got Spencer Dinwiddie that may be out in Brooklyn. We got Dame that may be out in Portland. We got Luka who may be out in Dallas. Man, so much going on this Monday afternoon. Welcome to the drive time. I'm expecting to see El Gato popping up pretty soon. I'm gonna get El Gato's email address so I can send him a little personal invites. It is June 21st. We got the B-Days coming up. We got the Blue Chew promo code. And I don't know if you heard the little opener to the show, the pre-opener. I may have teased you guys with the Blue Chew promo already. Yeah, that's good. But forget all that. All right. You know what I say. Regardless of the time.
Take that, take that, take that.
And regardless of the weather.
You play to win the game. Hello?
Season 6, episode 134. It is still always a good time to talk some sports. I'm stir this motherfucker up. Let me get my big cup. Let's start talking big bang catastrophe. You pull out the initials. Vegeta been saying some hidden messages and y'all don't even know it. Let's start talking. Woo! Back at it like a sports fanatic. Go live with me. MyT Sports. Oh, man. I always miss you guys on a Monday, right? Like, I feel like the weekend takes so long to get that. And there's so much shit that's happening. I didn't watch Hell in a Cell yet. Let's let you guys know. I did not watch Hell in a Cell yet. But let's go ahead and switch these topics up, right? Because before we get into any sports whatsoever, it is time to give our birthday shout-outs. Hey, yeah, it's your birthday. You said it's your birthday. Check it. Yeah, I like that. Check it. Because it's your birthday, we sing happy birthday. Check it. Yeah, check it. One more time. Yeah, it's your birthday. You said it's your birthday. Yeah. Because it's your birthday, we sing happy birthday. So, before we even start off with the birthdays, right? Now let's start off with what actually happened the first day after we left, which was Saturday. And Saturday happened to be Juneteenth. Yes, folks, you know what Juneteenth is. If you don't know by now, I'll go ahead and give you that quick history lesson. June 19th happens to be the day that slaves were actually informed that they were free in the South in places like Texas. 2 years after the Emancipation Proclamation was signed, Southern slaves were still being held captive because, you know, that Southern pride, as they like to take a heat of, you know, that Confederate flag waving pride, they didn't want to let go of their slaves after they lost the Civil War. Those terrorists wanted to keep their slaves. So in places like Texas, right, where they were terrorizing still, being in-state terrorists, they were still holding on to black people there. And the general had to come and say, hey, yo, they're free. Let them go. You got to free them like Kente. And that's how they became to become free. It was like they weren't free on the same day that everybody else was. They got their day a little bit later. And that was the official day that all black folks were recognized as free. And hence how we have Juneteenth. And I don't know if you guys have heard about this, right? But Juneteenth, starting officially next year, will now be a federal holiday. And oh, how sweet it is, because I ain't gonna lie to you, we don't have enough holidays in the summertime. It's like, because like we have Father's Day and we have Mother's Day, but there's no real holidays after Easter. Like we have, like we want to go, like, listen, we gotta find some shit in August too. Like August, September, like there's a lull after 4th of July. But this is good. We're gonna have June 19th, and then we're gonna have July 4th. And listen, let's not get it twisted too. This is also for some consumerism as well. Is that for 2 weeks back to back, you know what I mean? Or 2 weeks apart. Kind of like how you have Christmas and New Year's. You're gonna have a group of people celebrating their Independence Day, and then 2 weeks later you're gonna have another group of people celebrating Independence Day. And all that does is add to the consumerism that helps drive this economy. By this time next year, we will fully be recovered. I hope you've been dumping your money into a couple of stocks here and there. You understand? Because next year, this time, around my birthday, shit will be booming. Check it. Let's get to the birthdays. Yeah, it's your birthday. You said it's your birthday. Because it's your birthday, you sing happy birthday. So the first birthday we're gonna give a shout out to is to my battle buddy, Rachel Perry Holly. Yeah, actually, you know what? Hold up. I just realized something, right? I just kind of realized something that I did not send out the birthday message today. I didn't. Oh no, you gonna have to run that shit all the way the fuck back. Just let you know. So we have to make sure that we get all our peoples that have a birthday. We gotta let them know that, hey, it's birthday time. That you guys need to come down to the show, right? That birthdays are happening now. Right now. And it is time for them to come say hello. Come swing by, hear their names being shouted. Because also, listen, like the people that have birthdays today. Hold on. The people that have birthdays today, or as special comes. And I'm stalling for the sensei. Just to let you guys know. But also, no, I'm not just stalling for the sensei. Like I said, there's a slew of people that their birthday. There was some special people that had a birthday, and I want to make sure that they get a chance to come down to the podcast, right? And come say hello. Come join us. Come partake in what is technically their celebration. Like, this ain't for me. This ain't my shit. I mean, this is my podcast and all. And you know, and we're giving them that opportunity. That's just an opportunity. We just wishing them happy birthday. Yoga of my nope, I can't find you there. And I can't find you there either. Okay, Natalie. With your I don't have motherfucking I don't have motherfucking what is it? I don't have Facebook because of the law. I'm telling you, like, you have no clue like how much shit you're missing out by not being on Facebook. Because you could have been promoting a fundraiser right through Facebook and just getting all that shit taken care of. Like, that's what you're missing out on. That. So me and you have to talk about that again, about getting your Facebook situated and getting that up and running. Because how people are supposed to know that you're raising money? What's going on? Welcome to the podcast. Welcome to the Sports Podcast. No worry. Phone lines are going to be open in just a minute. Well, you know what we got to do? We got to finish it with our birthday shout-outs. Here we go. Yeah, it's your birthday. You said it's your birthday. Yeah. Because it's your birthday, we sing happy birthday. She ain't gonna make it to top. One more time round. Yeah, it's your birthday. We said happy. This is much I can do. Listen, she's stuck underground. Well, you know, even all what was that lock line? Yeah. You couldn't book me, Dano. Ah, I can't remember that lock line. Alright, let's start it off again. First birthday shout out goes to Rachel Perry Holly. Now, Rachel Perry happens to be an old battle buddy of mine. We served in 2 different places together. First in Germany and then in India. And we in Germany, we tolerated each other. And then it was in Indiana we actually became friends. Hey, I used to go by that old Biggie line, right? I used to go by that old Biggie adjective. Like, to know me is to love me. Like once you get to know me, you gonna love me. Like, it's really that simple. So if you don't like me, that means you probably really don't know me for shit. Let's do that. So that's how we run that. And that's how me and Rachel actually became even better friends. Now listen, finally when we got to Indiana, she got to know me a little bit better. Got to see the character behind your boy. And we realized that it just wasn't all energy and alcohol. you know what I mean? And I was actually a pretty good person. A big old heart that did things the right way. What's going on? Who is this? What's going on, Taz? Welcome to the podcast. You already know where I'm at for real if you want to hop on. We're doing our birthday shout-outs. You got a birthday shout-out that happened over the weekend, you let me know. We can turn the podcast, you give your birthday shout-out. You know what we do here, yeah. Cause it's your birthday. Said it's your birthday. So happy birthday shout-out to my battle buddy, my friend, my compadre. Yo, for the first time in probably years, I did not give you a call on your actual birthday. I ain't shoot you a text or nothing. My bad, Rachel. Like, I don't know what the fuck I was on. I was all over the place. I probably was just working my ass off more like but I want to say happy birthday to you. That's first one. Let's go to the second one. Yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. I want to say also happy birthday to Nat Cologne. You guys know Nat. Nat was always up on the podcast. You know what I call Nat when she fell in the class. I call her Sensei. But yeah, Sensei Abuela happened to have a birthday. Yeah. She can't hop on the podcast right now. I called her while she was on the ground on the subway. I think she's heading home most likely. But we call that the perfect talk. I can talk all my shit that I want. She can't interject for nothing. Nothing. But you know, Natalie's one of my best friends in the world. Like it really is. Like I'm like we know each other for the better part of the last 15 years now, and we've talked on the phone every day for the better part of the last 15 years now. Like, you know what I mean? Like, shit started mad casual, and the next thing you know, listen, I ain't gonna lie. Everybody knows I'm an athlete, right? I used to have athlete tendencies, I should say, right? I have athlete tendencies, and being an athlete and being somebody with athlete tendencies, I don't know, you know what I mean? I shot that shot. What's going on, Chill Will? Welcome to the podcast. We just doing our birthday shout-outs right now. We wishing Natalie Colonna a happy birthday. You know Natalie Sensei. Yeah, it's her birthday. It passed on the 19th. Yeah, she's born on Juneteenth. Hope you guys had a good Juneteenth as well. Those happen to be all of the birthdays for June 19th. We're getting that back in the room, and we'll be able to give her birthday shout-out right here live on the air. But also on June 20th, folks, it was a birthday for Blake Bowman. Now, Blake Bowman happens to be one half of Cash and Flash, the former PPW Doubles Division champions. Now, we already talked about Cash and Flash a little bit later earlier this week on the show, because Cash and Flash is going to have a match against, what are these two names again? God damn it, what's their names? Abomination? They're gonna have a match against the Abomination, and then the winner of that match goes up against the new doubles division champions. Let's see if I have, here we go. So, Blake Bowman, one half of Cash and Flash, right? We already talked about them coming up. They have a doubles division match this weekend, June 26th, folks. You've heard me talking about the Platinum Pro Wrestlers live event that's coming up. It's gonna be streamed live on Fight TV. You'll be able to catch your boy middle of the ring getting his action on. It's gonna be taking place at America's Got Soccer, 3488 North Andrews Avenue. Right, you'll see him there. What's going on, Nat, man? Nat actually made it to the podcast. As I just moved on from her from her birthday. But don't worry, we'll get her back in here in just a second. Yo, DJ MyT, I'm not done yet. Give me my feedback. So, Blake Bowman, one half of Cash and Flash. He'll be fighting this weekend against the Awakening, folks. You've seen the Awakening from WWE. You may have recognized them as Big Kane and Vic. And the winner of that match is going to be taking on the abusement part. The abusement part for the Doubles Division Championship. And now that Natalie is here, I want to say, hey, you know what? Let's go ahead and bring that down a notch. Nat said the music was a little too, we were partying a little too hard for Nat to be able to hear us. So let's go ahead and bring that down a notch. That's what happens in the beginning. It's just too much of a party. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's your birthday. We said it's your birthday. Happy birthday, Natalie Cologne. Sensei Abuela. You know what I mean? Always keeping the body loose. You understand? You understand with the duck goose? I'm already sipping. See that? That's how you know you're getting old. Natalie hop up to the podcast. We're like, the music is too loud for me. I got you. I'll turn it. No, but I tell you you guys. I love Natalie to them. We know each other for too damn long, and the friendship is real. You know what I mean? Like it's really real. You know what I mean? Like that's one of the aces. Like that's one of the aces with no traces. Like you understand? Like you disrespect her, you might as well disrespect me too. Like you know what I mean? Like it's like people's in. It's like people's in Shaft. Like, you killed my brother, you might as well kill me too, B. You know what I mean? It's that kind of shit. Like, love is real. So I want to say happy birthday to her. So let's get back to Blake. Like I told you, like Blake Bowman, he has a birthday yesterday, and he has a match coming up this weekend. So listen, as a ring announcer, I really hope that he gets an opportunity to win a championship belt a week after his birthday. Like that really is a thing, because if that happens, then when I announce him winning, I'm also going to add in there. Look at KJ sneaking into the podcast all quietly. Got you. I see you living up to your name and shit. You know what I mean? Making sure the moniker is real. Also, we want to wish Chris Baker a happy birthday. Chris Baker, yo, I am as late as it gets today. Yo, we started at 3:07ish today. Like, yo, I had to get that work in. I told you, and then, you know, some other things popped up. You know, I had to do the prepping. I had to take out the trash. I had to walk the dog. Like things happen, B. Things happen. So Chris Baker happened to be. Chris Baker happens to be a former co-worker of mine. If I'm not mistaken, Chris Baker and I used to sell warranties together, right? And not only did Chris Baker and I sell warranties together, but Chris Baker also became a father, because on June 20th just wasn't a birthday for guys like Blake Bowman and Chris Baker, but for fathers like Chris Baker, it was also Father's Day, folks. So for everybody that happened to be a father as well, I mean, my brother, our co-host, Mark 350, my uncle, my other brother, you understand? My best friend Lou, who just became a father for the first time this year. You know what I mean? My homeboy Darnell, this is a second Father's Day. You know what I mean? To Johnny, to all of them, to all of you. So I want to say happy motherfucking Father's Day. To all the fathers out there holding it down. To all the fathers that didn't live 3 blocks away and your kid ain't see you. You know what I mean? We want to give a special shout out to all of you. Dig up. So for one last time. Yeah, it's your birthday. You said it's your birthday. Check it. Because it's your birthday, we sing happy birthday. Check it. Yeah. Check it. So to all of you, to Natalie, to Rachel, to Blake, to Chris, we had no birthdays today. Folks. Unless you guys know somebody with a birthday, go ahead and give them a birthday shout out for us. We want to wish you all a happy birthday. Hope you party hard, enjoy everything, regret nothing, let that body go numb, and stay MyT. Like Weekend in Bernie's mode. Let's go ahead and bring that music down so that Natalie can start enjoying the podcast. Yo, Natalie came in here with that, hey, yo, mijo, your music is too loud. Got it. I turned it back down for you. I got you. But I'm gonna tell you, you might as well cover your ears, because we're about to get into the first topic of the day.
First things first.
First things first. Before we get into anything podcast related, I officially need to put that APB. That's what I'm doing, folks. Listen, in case you missed it. I am putting an APB out on Ben Simmons' whack ass game. Yo, before we go any further, I'm putting an APB out on somebody. Somebody show me or find me the professional basketball player formerly known as Ben Simmons, because he didn't play in these playoffs. Now, before we get there, there was a lot. There was a lot to digest this weekend in sports. There was a lot that happened. And I'm going to start with Philly. I'm going to start with Philly and Atlanta because this one hurt as well. I felt like I got hit with the double and triple whammy this weekend. You understand? Like, I felt like it was like a slap in the face, then a punch to the gut, and then stepped on your toes, and then farted in your face. Like it really felt like it was that kind of weekend for when it came to sports. I think that's my sugars walking into the building. Let's talk about some of the good before we get into the full bad. Tobias Harris, Doc Rivers, and the new plan for the Philadelphia 76ers helped force a Game 7. Let's just be for real. In Game 6, they took the ball out of Ben Simmons' hands. In pivotal moments, in key moments. Ben Simmons was no longer running point for them that much. Or all the time. This was split between Tobias Harris, a reliable shooter. Somebody that can make his free throws. Not somebody that's going to go 4 for fucking 14. What a rotted. Like, I'm sorry. I can hop on a basketball court right now. Where I go on, sugars? My love. Sugar's dumplings. If they never called you sweetness. And if they never called you niceness. But how about sugar dumplings? And I guess they didn't call you nothing. Oh, it's like that? I'm joking.
You on camera?
No, I'm joking.
Oh yeah, I just embarrassed you?
I'm joking.
They know what it is. You already briefed them.
Yo, was he out getting his... I didn't even see that. Now you saw that better than I did. I didn't even know KJ was out getting his dance all on. He was outside there, I couldn't get there. So line. Was that you? No wonder I felt the ground shaking Saturday night. He was over there stomping, nigga, like... Yo, it was like that, yo. He said I wasn't out at night. Oh, this is some daytime shit? Like, oh, you gave them my shit, son? You gave them some of the motherfucking projects? It was a day party. Oh, Saturday for Juneteenth. Yo, real? Hold on, B. Are you telling me that you went out for Juneteenth? National Black Day?
It was a beautiful Juneteenth celebration. Everybody was up in there with their Juneteenth fits. I came through with three gorgeous women, and then we already had a group of people that we was riding with. So we had tables, we had bottles. It was the life of the party, and then everybody started getting lit because it was a brunch event. So mimosas, and not only here's the catcher with the mimosas. They made the mimosas with the champagne oranges as always. And then they put Casamigos inside the mimosas.
What? You said they put house niggas in it? What you said? They put Casamigos? What you said about house niggas?
I said they put Casamigos, the tequila.
Oh, Casamigos. Oh. I was like, they putting house niggas in your drinks now. Like, what?
And then on top of that, me and my peoples, we started putting Hennessy shots inside the mimosa. So
oh God! Oh shit!
So that mimosas that we were drinking,
anything's possible.
It was champagne, orange juice, tequila, and Hennessy. Needless to say, Saturday was a fantastic day.
I'm not. In the words of my co-host, love to see it. Love to see it.
Now, what happened afterward? Don't worry about that.
Hey, listen. What happened afterwards is these calls may be recorded for quality and training purposes.
Amen.
For real. So let's go ahead and skip back ahead to Philadelphia and Atlanta. Can I tell you, I am not happy this Monday morning. About 2 weeks ago, right? I got shot. And after I was shot, I've been for the last 2 weeks. I've been in recovery. I've been in the ER. You know what I mean? I went through therapy. I'm just now being able to get I'm being able to start walking again. I leave the hospital, and I get ran over, and I'm like, fuck, how am I this unlucky? And then while I'm laying there, waiting for the ambulance or the EMTs to come and put me on a gurney to take me back inside the hospital, a bird shits in my mouth. A dirty bird shits in my mouth.
Talk about, bro. Like, this is a real story.
No, you know what? Let's go ahead and just bring him in here.
Drop takes, don't you? Drop takes, don't you?
Sir, yes, sir!
Well, if you're gonna drop takes, you might as well go ahead and drop them exhibitiously.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Metaphorically speaking.
Exhibitious. Is that a word, man?
Listen.
Exhibitiously?
He said it in Lean On Me.
Expeditiously.
He said it in Lean On Me. That's all I know.
No, he didn't.
Yeah, he did.
He didn't.
He said something like
he
it.
Didn't. He didn't say that. I watched it maybe 100,000 times.
He said it. Go back to the rooftop scene.
Yeah, he can put that on there.
Go back to the... I even know the scene and everything. Go back to the rooftop scene. He's over there sniffling. He's like, you smoke crack, don't you? You know what I'm saying? You smoke crack, don't you? Yes, sir. Well, if you gonna jump, he hits with the line. If you gonna jump, go ahead and do it. He said, if you gonna kill yourself, why don't you do it expeditiously? I can't, sir. You can't kick me out of school. My mom always.
He said expeditiously. He didn't say exhibit. Like you say, like expeditious and exhibition is two different words.
I didn't say exhibition. Hold on.
Exhibitiously.
Hold on. Let's run that back. We got the audio. It's right here.
Drop takes, don't you? Drop takes, don't you?
Sir, yes, sir!
Well, if you're gonna drop takes, you might as well go ahead and drop them exhibitiously.
Cleveland! This is for you! No.
Yo,
okay,
you are right. I did say exhibitions.
See how you trying to make these like have you been like crazy? Like, you know how many times this happens to me, bro, in life? That's my life. I'm sitting here, I'm like, listen, this is what I said, bro. And then I'm in an argument with a whole barbershop over shit like this, bro. I'm like, no, you said, bro. I'm glad you had audio. That's what I need. We just solved the problem, bro. We just made $1 million. You don't even know it. We need a audio attached to somebody's hip so they can rewind this shit and they can just slap it on their side through their whole life. So when somebody say some crazy shit, you can just rewind it. Remember July 5th, 1989, when you said this? I never said that. Motherfucker, remember this. That's Prince, what we need. That's a thing.
Prince was better than Michael Jackson. Like, wow, yeah, you know. That'll be the line from back then, is what I'm saying.
Man, I know I didn't say that. I just said, man, bro, I'm a steward. You ain't steward, bro. And the worst thing about this job is that I was in labor relations. That's what my degree is in. So I would say simple shit, one-on-one shit that they would think like, nah, that's not a good idea. And then something would happen like out throughout the next 2 months to a year. And then somebody come up with a great idea. Some shit I just kind of like said a year ago that y'all made me seem like I was crazy for bringing up. And then they would bring it up like, this is what we need to do so we can avoid this. I said, I'd be like, ain't this a bitch? I be going crazy in my head in these rooms, bro. Like, this is crazy. And you just did that to me right now. I'm like, I'm not hear this shit right. But anyway,
this is why I look
man, what's good, baby, man? Hey, good to hear from you.
Everything's good. Hey, before we start, go ahead and let the people know where they can find you at and karaoke and stuff.
Oh yeah, it's chillwill _CLE as in Cleveland. Chillwill, all one word, and it's the underscore. Sometimes it's hard to find if you old, but it's the one that go at the bottom, not in the middle, not the hyphen, but the underscore. CLE, Charlie Lima Echo. You know what I'm saying? It's Instagram. That's what I do. And you can check us on the Experience page. It's a conglomerate group of DJs getting it in, setting the bar, setting the trends, setting just everything, setting the pay, scales. We out here. And so, you go to EQ Experience on Facebook or EQ_EXP on Instagram. EQ_EXP on Instagram. It's your boy Chill Will in the building with my nigga MyT Sports, KJ in the building. Where Mark at? Well, we in here. Drunk uncles.
Cleveland! This is for you!
Oh, shit. This nigga. He had to do it.
Cause you said,
he had to do it.
As soon as you said CLE as in Cleveland, like you knew that was coming.
But yeah, man. And what did y'all? I don't need to address something. Y'all quit saying amen to y'all unruly behavior, cause God ain't got nothing to do with whatever happens. This is going to KJ ass. She's like amen.
Like
I don't know what happened after that.
I'm not a big amen person. Like I'm more of an A person. I don't believe like you know what I mean. Like I try
they be like, oh God, oh God, oh God, oh God. Like God ain't got nothing to do with this girl. Don't get us. We both gonna go outside and go to hell at the same time.
Listen, you don't know what she's seeing.
Get struck by lightning, go straight down the hill.
See, that's why you selling yourself short, Chill Will. Like you don't know what she's seeing at that moment. Like you may be bringing her closer to God. Like
I'm sure. Oh my God, we going to hell, and I ain't going to hell with you.
Chill Will, I did have one question. You said it was a conglomerate of DJs. Now, is this for only local DJs, or can a DJ, let's say from here in South Florida?
Yeah, it's local. It's local. Okay. It's only local DJs in Cleveland. But man, listen, you pay what you weigh. We traveling though. You know what I'm saying? Because we do regionally. We did shows in Chicago, Detroit. You know what I'm saying? Especially Midwest. You know what I mean? Painesville, PA. You know what I'm saying? We'll go, shit. So, I mean, I DJ anywhere. I mean, for real. I'll go wherever. And then the karaoke shit is just always fun, just some fun shit. But it's just like karaoke. We DJ DJs. You feel me? So, it's all good, man.
So wait, so I don't know if you're fully American. So, can DJs from South Florida join your conglomerate? Is what I was basically trying to ask.
Oh, yeah. I mean, as long as they set in the bar, man, we count on the same page. Yeah, because we got a website and everything. You can book. You can book. You book online. Yeah, I believe. Let me make sure this shit's up and running correctly. But yeah, man, they just gotta hit me up on the Instagram if they want to make sure they want to branch off. You know what I mean? It's really a thing of just making sure we setting the standard, man. It's kind of like a standard thing. I mean, because we all kind of act separately to some degree. We do come together on certain events. Because certain like weddings and shit like that, man, it's always good to have, two DJs doing like a wedding because there's so much going on. Because we just don't do regular weddings, man. You getting the experience, you getting the sound. Number one, we getting paid extra just because we sound. That's the sound we bring. Period.
But
and on number two is just everything in there. We sanitize the mics with air. We got the UV light rays to sanitize the mics. You know what I'm saying? And like if we were using mics with the karaoke, we got the big screen videos. We got current videos, not them old shits. We pop it up on a big screen, 70-inch screen. Bring that bitch in there and rock out the videos, not only music. So you know what I'm saying? So we'll do that. With the weddings, we got the smoke machines. We got pretty much anything you need. You got the lights. We got lights. We can set up lights. We got the photo booth. We got all of that, man. Anybody wants some information too, holler at me. Man, holler at me if they need to know how to get all that shit jumping off, because that's really what sets you apart. Because, a dude might pay $1,000 for a DJ. You may think that's a lot, but really they ain't. But shit, we gonna take you from $1,000 to $5,000 DJ weddings. Shit you can offer, especially with the photo booths, man. Photo booths and smoke machine, because that's like the walking on the cloud shit that you see in the pictures and weddings and shit. Yeah. All that shit is a different components that up your game.
I'm gonna tell you something that people don't realize. Like those photo booth shits take motherfuckers back to their high school days. And motherfuckers love reminiscing about, I love feeling like they back in high school. For some odd reason, motherfuckers love feeling like they back. So you get that photo booth shit, you get that shit going. Motherfuckers start coming out there matching their purple outfit. You know what I mean? Their purple outfits and purple Tims. You know what I mean? Like boyfriend and girlfriend wearing the same exact velour fit. And they tell me to take pictures together. And that shit happens.
Yeah,
I like what you said.
And that's just the DJing shit though. That's just the DJing shit. It's all inclusive, and plus, sometimes we got to be the MC at a party. You feel me? Or the wedding. DJ is everything. You think about people don't say shit about the DJ until it's like the ref. DJ like the referee. Like you won't say, you know what I'm saying? Until it's bad, you don't really notice it. But it's the main focus of the game. You know what I'm saying? They can fuck the game up, or they can make it run smoothly. And so, really, what you want to do, you don't need no praise as the DJ, but what you don't want to happen is if the music fucked up, you know what I'm saying, or something fucked up in the venue, they always gonna blame it on the DJ, even if it ain't the DJ fault. You know what I'm saying? So, and most of the time, it ain't even DJ fault. It'd be somebody that's indecisive on some music or something like that, or somebody kick some chords. I mean, anyway, just something crazy happened, power out. You know what I'm saying? It's always the DJ fault. But look. We do everything, man. We be on it. So hit me up. Even if just information, I'm a wealth full of information. Anything I got you want to share, or whatever the case may be, man. I ain't no stingy nigga. I ain't like one of these sucking niggas that be withholding information. Anything I got, anybody wants some help, I can give.
Bet. It's actually how we came together. You know what I mean? It was actually that simple. Natalie, as soon as you get a chance, you need to come hop on here too and let people know how and where to find you. Right. Oh, and speaking of motherfuckers that need to come on and let people know when they, because I ain't gonna lie, it popped in my head earlier today that I know I do it sometimes, but I don't do it enough in my head, right? Or I don't do enough to please my mind. And I was like, damn, next time Chill will come on, like I need to make sure that he promotes his shit. And I wanted to really tell you that every time you come on, I want you to open with promoting your shit, if you don't mind.
Ain't no. That's probably how we should close too. We should leave ourselves enough time so we can get that in, even closing. Just a shout out and close out the show. However,
but yeah,
that's a good idea, man.
Definitely. Yeah. So it's like that shit was in my head today. So that's the reason why you came on today. Like that shit was fresh. So speaking of people,
might put the shit in the link in the bios, like on YouTube, or put the link in the bios, especially your stuff. Making sure your all your shit, your social media is on, with this Instagram, Facebook, have all that shit in your link in your bio, like your hashtags or what you know what I'm saying, or you know what I'm saying, your links to the other shit.
Hold on, I gotta pause you. I gotta call Nat out. I've been trying to get Nat's attention for like the last 10 minutes. All of a sudden, Poe hops in the room. Here comes Nat. Poe! Natalie and Poe. Go bring your asses onto the call line. Nat first. You need to let people know where they can find you and where you can get business at. After that, Poe, you're next. Okay? Fuck out of here. Well, but Poe, you come on first then. Since Nat's running the train. I was on the train.
Oh, she said she running a train.
No, that's not, sorry. My head. I have.
Oh, Nat, you're such a. So,
like I don't.
On a dude? Are you running a train on a dude? Is that called running a train?
Listen. I'm an equal opportunist. Any phrase you can use for a man, you can use for a woman. Any phrase you can use for a woman, you can use for a man. I am bisexual with my terminologies. Okay. I got you, Poe. I'm bringing you up right now.
I guess you could have a strap on and run a train on a dude. I guess that could be a thing. That's disgusting. Yeah, that's pretty disgusting. That's pretty disgusting, bro. That's pretty disgusting, man.
You could just be there and be the object of affection. Like,
no, I can't be there. First of all, I can't be nowhere. I'm not saying that you're being.
No. You're talking about being rammed. I'm just saying being used like a tool. Like you just lay there and they're just basically you know what? Fuck it. Okay,
I'm not letting this. That's a bad idea. I belay my last. I digress.
What?
Yeah.
Prego?
Oh, she
what?
Like 8.
That's right, because I didn't months. Tell you motherfuckers. Did you just tell him, Poe? Sorry, my bad.
Yeah. But she said that last. I mean, she been pregnant for a whole year.
But I don't think Nat knew, and I don't think KJ knew. Like I know what she told me. And I don't know if you were there when she mentioned it. So I know but I know I've been holding off trying to mention it.
She like
Oh, did
12
KJ
months
just
pregnant.
guessed that shit? Hold on. Poe didn't mention that shit.
Yeah, she 12. She said
Yo,
on 12th month.
Yo, KJ over here with his fucking third eye and shit. Over here like, yo, oh, you been gone for a while. You prego? Like, nigga, why is it the first place you went to?
Oh, she said it. She said it. She
I
put that
don't know
out.
if he was here when she
said it.
said it. That's what I'm saying. What's going on,
She
Poe?
said it.
I finally am able to get in. Like,
Hey,
it was
Paul.
telling me.
Oh, what? Oh, and we just lost her. She's like, I'm finally able to get in. And,
And then I got a call.
Oh, that's what happened. Is it important?
Work in this little cubby on the lunch right now. But then Nat picked up the baby. I got pictures on Thursday again.
I caught half of that. You're a little in the matrix.
Okay. Because I'm in a shitty part of my area.
Oh, there you go. You're in a shitty part of your area. Of course, we will get all of that clearly. So let's try this. So, Poe.
I got a
Shitty part of my
picture.
area.
I got pictures on Thursday, and I sent Nat a picture.
Oh,
This is
sweet.
a picture, jerk off.
Oh, you said pictures. You mean like what
Poe's being a jerk off today.
the soundograms.
Yeah, the sonogram.
Damn it. Damn it.
Watch, I'll find both of y'all
Damn it.
now on
Damn
Facebook.
it. Oh, you ain't send me
Oh, you can't
none.
find Natalie on Facebook.
You hear
Oh,
me?
Natalie. You need Natalie. I'm no longer joking. You need a Facebook account. I'm tired of your shit.
Oh, you.
Only because, and I'm gonna tell you why. Yeah. We having a conversation like we
I need
only
to
two in
call
the room.
that.
We having a conversation. We the only two in the room. But after this last week, I realized more than ever you need a Facebook page only so that you can do fundraisers through Facebook because Facebook do fundraisers. Like that's like seriously only so you can do fundraisers.
Hey, I'm gonna
through
tell
that.
y'all something. Yeah, you could do that, but that's what it made. Like, I don't know if y'all familiar with running ads, but if you got a business,
like everybody does a fundraiser on their goddamn birthday, and we know that you have a fundraiser for Cruz's legacy that gives back to individuals with muscular dystrophy, I believe, right? So like
MS.
yeah. So so like you like I saw this like the last couple weeks. Like I'm over here mentioning like for their birthdays, I'm mentioning all these people that are doing fucking fundraisers for their goddamn birthday. You know what fundraiser I ain't get a chance to mention? Cruz's fucking legacy. Oh, so you guys go.
Wait, I'm gonna tell you that, like,
keep
really,
keep
if
an
you're
eye
trying
out.
any kind of like promotion like that, that's you gotta use Facebook because you can run ads, and they only cost you $10 to maybe $30 for like a month and a half of ads, and they'll run ads for you. Like you see, y'all know them Instagram shit. Y'all might see some commercials y'all think legit. They're gonna be like nothing but like ads that people actually go on to Facebook or Instagram and run.
Yeah.
They're running commercials
like
for people,
$10 for like the
just
whole
regular
month.
people. These
Yeah.
are regular people who put commercials on Facebook that just run ads. Like it ain't no special. They really take a commercial, they make it like you could do this for your sportscast. And I've been meaning to tell you this.
I've
You
done
can
it a couple
make a
times.
commercial for your sportscast. Go on Facebook and literally upload it and go to the ad section and run your ads. And random ass people will see it. That's related. They got the algorithm that'll push it to the right people. So and that'll get you more exposure. So I mean, I've been meaning to actually because I've been working on the social marketing thing because I'm actually thinking about opening up a whole marketing consult agency about it. So I'm doing as much research that I can on the shit. But bro, you gotta start doing that shit on Instagram and watch your shit start to pop on YouTube and all of that shit. It's amazing, bro. Because I started doing it for our DJ shit. It's been working like a motherfucker too.
I've been slacking. I've just been slacking on my shit because I'm pregnant and haven't been feeling it.
Oh no, don't be using excuses because you've been pregnant.
Poe,
You still been doing it, I bet.
Poe, sorry.
I still bet you be still doing it while you're pregnant.
I'm
So
gonna
you
tell
can
you,
do
Poe,
you
I'm gonna
can
tell you
do
something
whatever you
that
need
you
to
can
do.
never do. You can never use pregnancy as a. I'm not gonna say excuse, but you can never throw out pregnancy around military people. It's really tough.
Oh man.
Because we see how like
Hey.
cause we torture our women in pregnancy. Like we don't give them no slack until month
My
5.
my son Zion does that for me. He tortures me. You do not know what I've been dealing with.
Well, but
You
he's
do
been
not
torturing.
know.
Well, but he was torturing you before
Well, you gonna
pregnancy,
make
though.
Right, so
God don't give you nothing you can't handle.
Now, shit.
No, because God don't give you nothing you can't handle. So you'll
That
be
is
all
true.
right. We know you'll be all right. That's all it is.
That is true.
I'll handle it.
You
But I
definitely
just
will.
slack off a little bit too.
Y'all out here going full paid in full on pool right now. You tough.
Like, yo,
You
niggas
just
get pregnant
pregnant.
every day, B.
Niggas,
You be
niggas
alright.
get pregnant every day, B. You tough.
Yeah, right.
Bunch of Cameron ass niggas.
No, I'm telling you. Now, ask Natalie, though. Like, ask Natalie person. Natalie knows this about me. It is, like, I'm not saying that.
That's some Cameron
Like,
ass
it's-
niggas. That's what it is.
I don't say I don't have sympathy for pregnancy women, but when I hear, like, pregnant women, like, oh, I'm unable to do this, I'm unable to do that, I'm like, I didn't see a lot of pregnancy women do PT up until month 5, until they had to go to pregnancy PT. And then they did pregnancy PT.
Yeah. Well, the term man flu is a thing for a reason, okay? So.
And I know that doesn't box everybody in, but what happens, like, it just, like, I just have that image of, like, yeah, listen, you can do a push-up. Stop playing with me. Like, I know you can handle a little bit of pressure. Just let me ease this in. Oh, and we got Poe in the full Matrix now. Roboto, Mr. Roboto, Mr. Roboto. Yeah, that's Poe right now. I still can't hear you, Poe. Yeah, you sound like Mr. Roboto right now. You must be in that shitty part again. Natalie, are you ready? I'm gonna spend all kinds of love today on this Monday morning. But this is my plan from here on out. Natalie, I take it Natalie still must be underground. Cause she ain't pop up yet.
Yes.
Oh, wait.
I'm on the bus now.
Oh, you're on the bus now. Even better. So you're good now. So, and listen, don't be afraid to talk loudly so that people on the bus, if they're eavesdropping, they can also hear where they can find you doing yoga at. You don't have to whisper.
I'm not. It's because I have a mask on, so it like muffles the sound.
Oh wait, if you're vaccinated, you still gotta wear a mask on the bus?
Public transportation, yeah.
Oh, man, I've been raw dogging so much air lately. Like, I go into everywhere. Like, yo, somebody had to actually tell me, oh, you need to wear your mask. I'm like, well, I'm vaccinated. It's like, oh, you still need your mask, sir. I was like, oh, okay. I didn't know we were still doing this.
You live in the free republic of Florida.
Yo.
Taking off masks since last year. Since last summer, y'all were out there with no mask on.
Yo, why I found out that one of my local watering holes, I won't say the name, one of my local watering holes, like, they didn't follow protocol, and they never really shut down. And then everybody in the bar literally ended up catching COVID. And they all had to go quarantine, and then they opened back up again. And then they ended up getting caught like once for opening up while needing to be shut down, and then they let shit die down, and they opened back up again. Like, they was basically just running the business with their lights off on the outside. Now, if you guys have listened to this podcast faithfully, you may actually know who I'm referencing, but I'm not gonna admit to. Even if you say the name to me now, I'm not gonna admit to that shit. You just have to be listening. So Natalie, now that you're on the bus, you can talk to us now. Where can the people find you at?
Handle is yoga of my eye. It's yoga of my eye. And I teach at Push Fitness Club in College Point, Queens.
Okay, hold on a second. Natalie,
at 7:30.
I don't mean to stop you. How long till you're off the bus?
Exactly. You hear the bus. Exactly. Probably like 15 minutes.
Okay. I'll still be on another 15 minutes. Like, she came off of mute, and I can hear the bus in the background. You understand? Jerome Bettis was out here doing like making touchdowns. I can hear LeBron James in the background. Like, it was crazy. I don't know if you guys caught that.
She got kicked off the bus. They said, I want you off my bus. You're on the phone. I want you off my bus.
Yo, did you guys hear LeBron James in the background, or was that just me?
Oh,
It's just ridiculous.
No, that was you crying once the Hawks and the fucking Bucks won their series. That's you.
Damn.
You know what? You're supposed to be my co-host.
Drop the mic.
That's some foul shit.
Ball
Got
busting.
that ass.
Like, yo,
Ball.
like, you know what I mean? Like, I even went out of
Got
my
that
way
ass.
to bring out Jerome Bettis so you could get your Hall of Famer in there. You know what I mean? Give you some. Hey, this is how you do me. Like, you know what I mean? Like, you know what I mean? Hold on a second. Let me finish my last sip. That's fucked up, B.
Trae Young hit that dagger 3, and that was Talon right there crying.
B, oh my god. Like, can I tell you? Okay, you know what? Let's get into it, right? Let's get right into the minutia, right?
Which one you want to do?
Because
you want to do Milwaukee's lucky ass
we're
win?
still on Philly. Like, in case people didn't realize, we're still on this goddamn Philly and Atlanta game, and let's go ahead and put this together. The process is complete. It's done. You have your answer.
It's a failure.
The results are in. You are not the father. You will never be the man. You are not gonna be a championship material with this motherfucker. This is what happens. This is what happens when you have lights. No, never mind. But
Yo, watch your mouth. Steph Curry's about to
exactly. Yo, Steph Curry's ass. I swear. Yo, Steph Curry made it so you could never say anything bad about light skinned niggas ever again.
Shoot, Seth Curry was looking like a better option at point guard than
Yo,
Ben
Seth
Simmons.
Curry was over here like, yo, I'm a brother too.
Seth Curry trying to touch $100 million.
Definitely. Definitely, he
Like,
trying to
damn,
touch
son.
$100 million. He trying to get paid more than his dad in his career.
Word.
Like, for real. But the process is complete. And before we talk about the key members in the process, I want to talk about some of the ancillary parts. One in particular, by the name of the white around your lips Howard. That is not the same nigga they had in LA. Like, the white around your lips Howard is not the same Dwight they had in LA.
Because
the guy
that's
they had in
LeBron
LA
James
was
leading
focused.
that nigga over there. That's LeBron James leading that nigga.
This
Over
is
there,
the
you
power of
got
LeBron James's
Joel
leadership.
Embiid.
You're right.
Over there, you got Joel Embiid, bum ass Ben Simmons,
and Broken Ben.
and Doc Rivers.
Yo, he
who
gives a name.
we-
Yo, he gives a bad name to Ben's. Like, we're talking about like Big Ben. We're talking about Uncle Ben. We're talking about Spider-Man's Uncle Ben. Like you understand? Like, he gives a bad name to Ben's all over the world.
Yeah, he makes Ben's look bad. He does. And Doc Rivers, I'm not calling you.
But
Doc.
he lives
I'm
up to the
calling you
last name
Glenn.
Simmons.
I'm calling you Glenn. I'm calling you Glenn Rivers
Because
right now.
I'm gonna tell you, he lives to the last name
You
Simmons.
ain't no doctor.
Because when he comes up to the free throw line, I'm over here like, are you guys ready for the next comedian? Because his fucking jump shot is a joke. But Dwight Howard, what he has done these last couple of... I'm not gonna lie to you. Dwight Howard has helped them lose as much of this game as Ben Simmons has. And people may not recognize this. For the last 3 games, Dwight Howard has come into this game and in 10 minutes picked up, in less than 10 minutes in every game, picked up about 3 fouls and gifted the other team 5+ points. With technicals, dumbass fouls, and fucking jockeying with the goddamn fans. I don't know what's going like Dwight Howard's acting like his girl is in or his man is in the stands. Cause you know Dwight Howard goes both ways, right? Come on now, see the only disrespectful part about it is that he's not owning it. Because if he owned it, we can't poke fun at it. But the fact that he's not owning it, we could poke fun at it. Cause we don't poke fun at people that are open. It's those closet motherfuckers that we poke fun at. Like, get your ass in the closet already.
True.
Like, we all know. How you doing, Poe? So, like, Dwight Howard was just like, he was just a mess. He wasn't a rim protector. He wasn't that extra body that you needed. He wasn't that defensive anchor. He really got onto the court and he was distracted by everything else besides basketball. But hey, he had fun in Atlanta. The white around your lips.
Nuts and butts.
He had a couple nuts in his guts. Yes, baby. Now,
47.
Let's talk about the real elephant in the room, right? Let's talk about the real person to blame here. Let's talk about the guy that, listen, there's really only one individual that I think you can trade him for. But also this guy, I want everybody to go after him. The elephant in the room is Ben Simmons. And I'm not gonna lie, as soon as it happened, I wrote it down in my book. You understand? I had to write it down, right, the moment it happened, because it was that significant. It was that jaw-dropping. It was that blatant. It stood out so much that I was like, oh shit, of course, everybody would talk about this. With 3 minutes and 29 seconds to go, in the fourth quarter, Ben Simmons had a dunk. At worst, an and one. But he had his 6'10" frame had a bona fide dunk over Trae Young. He could have nutted him. And he passed that ball.
That was a dunk, and that was a poster dunk. Ain't no way Trae Young jumped high as Ben Simmons.
Exactly. I don't even think he could foul you enough to make you miss that. That's a dunk.
Bro.
Like people talk about that's a dunk. 88 to 86.
It wasn't even really a bad pass though. Let me preface this, because you're right.
It wasn't a bad pass.
It wasn't a bad pass. It wasn't a bad pass. It wasn't a bad pass.
But that's a dunk.
It was a good pass. But the thing is that he wasn't ready for the pass because the dude was so close to the rim that he think all right, he can finish it. Yeah. Like if he would have ready, he would have been able to get a dunk too. He would have went right up. Like if he was in running motion, he could just went up and finished the play easily. But he wasn't. Because he's a 6'10" dude passing off to a 6'10" supposed to be athletic freak, passing off to some 6'5" dude that could barely fucking dunk. Like if this was Trae Young, I'm gonna tell you,
going to the rim, and that was Clint Capella will be ready for that pass because he's not expecting Trae Young to possibly go up there.
But that's what I'm saying. That's what it was. I need to let people know that just as much as it's Ben Simmons' fault, mainly it's that dude's fault because Ben Simmons may do that. At this point you've been playing with him. So either way, you still should be following up for the rebound anyway. You know how somebody on a fast break and they get a layup and you just run behind them just to kind of make sure you get if you missed the layup you got to follow up.
I think
you should have been doing that anyway.
I think he was ready for the missed shot, but not ready for a pass.
But my point is that even if you're ready for the missed shot, you still gonna get the pass. That means you're still going to the rim, looking to at least go up. You know what I'm saying? He was just so surprised from the pass. He's like shit. And then that made everybody else be able to come down on him and kind of stop him. But it ain't no excuse for Ben Simmons, man. He just, hey, if we coming down hard on Ben Simmons, man. It's well deserved, bro. It's well deserved. But we already know this efficiency's coming out of school.
I want it to be clear. No, like Chiwa, because you almost had you had somebody else. Like he shot the ball 3 times in the fourth quarter. Listen, no. His numbers are even worse than that. Like. That's this series. I think he's taken 5. I think he's 5 for 45. No, he's 15 for 45 or some shit like that. Like it's in the fourth quarter period. This whole entire fucking playoffs. Like it's really fucking crazy. Like or maybe that's his free throw numbers. I can't remember. Like Ben Simmons' numbers is
either way. You can't shoot, but the one thing you athletic ass should be able to do is the dunk or lay up. You know what I'm saying?
Can we say this, right? Like, because I want to compare these two guys for a lot, for how they're kind of built and similarly what their game is. But then you can see what is a stark difference. Ben Simmons and Giannis Antetokounmpo are damn near the same fucking player. But Giannis is at least willing to take these shots.
Listen, on a day like today, that's offensive. On a day like today, that is offensive to Giannis Antetokounmpo.
It is.
On a day like today, that is offensive.
But that's the reason why
that man went and shot 2 air balls in Brooklyn with them hounding him and everything, and then went 8 straight.
LeBron, that's the same type of game LeBron got too.
It's a different type of mental, man.
But no. I'm not.
Yeah,
I'm,
it
no,
is
no,
a
no.
different type of mental. You're right.
I'm not. I wasn't talking to their mental, and I was actually getting to the mental differences.
Because
No. But look at their game. Their game is basically the same game. They're basically the same player. The difference is Giannis is willing to take these shots. Giannis is consistently willing to take these 3-pointers. He don't give a fuck anymore.
He learned. We telling that nigga stop shooting. We telling that nigga stop shooting.
Right.
We telling that nigga stop shooting.
He's willing to take the pull up 18 footer.
So I respect that.
You understand? If that was Giannis at that position where Ben Simmons was at, we know that's a flush.
Oh my God.
That's a flush. And he's mean mugging them. He's showing you the difference between his weight and Kevin Durant's weight, even though they weigh the same.
Shoot, Giannis might get fouled on that dunk too. Probably be an and
one. That should have been an and one. And I don't give a fuck if you miss it. At least all of your teammates now are in position to know that you may miss this and possibly get an offensive board, even though Joel Embiid can't fucking jump. And yet you won't even try to. He can't and you won't try. And now we got this little fucking troll making it to the goddamn Eastern Conference Championship. With his fugazi ass game.
That's what it all comes down to,
I can't stand this nigga, man. He gets these lucky fucking light skin breaks everywhere.
Chill, Will. That's the only reason why Tyler cares that Philly lost. It's because Trae Young won.
Yo, Ben Simmons is the ultimate example as tall and athletic, but with no work ethic. None. Yo, I swear to God, if Milwaukee don't beat him, B.
Trae Young versus CP3 in the finals.
Man, no. You don't even get it. No. It gets better. To be honest with you, the NBA gets a gift, and it gets to highlight their young talent. It's not Trae Young and CP3. It's Devin Booker and Trae Young moving forward to take this league on to the future, because already you got people like Stephen Anthony Smith calling Devin Booker the next Kobe.
I saw that shit. I said, hey. What we not gonna do is be disrespectful, Stephen A.
So
that's what we not gonna do.
Like Ben Simmons,
I've seen Kobe drop 65 in 3 quarters. All right, cut the shit.
So Ben Simmons, we can easily say.
Amen, chill, Will. He don't play defense.
Right.
Not like Kobe.
Ben Simmons, he's not Giannis, right? We can say that easily, right?
At this point, Ben Simmons better be hoping he's a starting point guard next season.
He's not Jason Kidd. He's not Vince Carter. Is he Rajon Rondo? Even?
Nope. Nope. Because Rondo didn't have no fear. Rondo didn't have no fear.
You see how quickly?
Not at all.
You see how quickly he starts falling down the scale? Now I'm telling you, there's a player out there that I believe that not only Philly should go after, Brooklyn should go after, and the New York Knicks should go after. And it isn't one of your
Spencer Dinwiddie.
It isn't one of your average. He's one too. He's another one. And this guy isn't one of your. But I'm talking about a guy that isn't a free agent, because Spencer Dinwiddie was a free agent. Somebody that you're gonna have to give up some pieces for. Somebody you actually have to make a trade for.
CJ McCollum.
I have a guy that most people won't even think of. He's not your regular name. He's not a star. His team doesn't even make it into the playoffs. But I have a name. What'd you say?
I said Buddy Hield.
I hate you. And that's why you my nigga.
Yeah. I was gonna get it eventually. Son. Like you keep leaving the door open and keep trying to tease it. I'm gonna get it eventually.
Philly, Brooklyn, and even the Knicks. They all need to go after this guy. And they need to give because if you're Philly, at this point how Ben Simmons is playing, do you have any gripe giving him up for Buddy Hield? Because now you have your shooter. And I am very comfortable with Buddy Hield learning on the Doc Rivers for the next 2-3 years and expanding his game a little bit more. I am very comfortable with that. Natalie, why is your call ending when you haven't called in yet? Now, like I said, this was a double whammy to me, because first Philly won. First Philly lost, and they didn't eliminate Reggie Miller's rotten tooth. Listen, I have confirmation from multiple sources now that Trae Young looks like Reggie Miller's rotten tooth in the back of his mouth. Like he looked like one of his rotten teeth. I have confirmation now. I have people that when I have brought to them this information and this evidence, they cannot deny it once they look at him that he looks like Reggie Miller's rotten tooth. Now, I know what you're saying about going after De'Aaron Fox. And I agree with going after De'Aaron Fox. But I don't know if I'm Sacramento, if I'm letting go of De'Aaron Fox. And that's the reason why I said I'm Buddy Hield. And I don't know if everybody needs De'Aaron Fox. Remember, I said Philly, Brooklyn, and New York. So I was looking at a play that all three of those organizations need. Brooklyn doesn't need De'Aaron Fox, but Philly and New York can definitely use it. But they did cut Buddy Hield a fat check I think it was last year, or maybe the year before. I think maybe the first or second year into this deal, and that's because they asked him to do something. He did it and exceeded expectations, and he was like, "If you don't pay me because of this, then I'll definitely walk." And they cut him the fat check to show their loyalty. But that loyalty ain't getting you anywhere. And if you're looking at around the league at players that can shoot, he's a 50, 40, 90 guy. To be honest with you, he's one of those guys. Stop. That's my 420 alarm. I have a feeling that you're right, KJ. I have a feeling that real soon that both Buddy Hield and De'Aaron Fox is going to be looking to be traded. And this is why I said you go after De'Aaron. You go after, like, if you're Philly, this is probably the move that you need to make. But also I feel the same way about Brooklyn, and I feel the same way about the Knicks especially. And this is one of the moves that you need to make. Find out who on your team you can get rid of that isn't one of your key guys to get Buddy Hield on your team. Because he makes a difference. Clippers, same thing. Get Buddy Hield. Like, if you're Phoenix should go after De'Aaron Fox. Once Chris Paul falls. Or possibly to be there with Chris Paul, you know what I mean, on his last year. So, like, as like I said, because the offseason is going to hit real quick. The offseason is going to come around real quick. And we've already seen the first domino fall with Kemba Walker. You like Fred on Van Fleet. I'm not such a big fan. And it could just be because he's tied to Kyle Lowry that I'm just not really seasoned to be a fan of Van Fleet, but I'm not really there. These are light bars for you, by the way, in case you guys didn't catch. Let me run that back for you. I said I'm not a fan of Fred on Van Fleet, and that may be because he is tied to Kyle Lowry. I may just be seasoned to not like him. I'm in the real Brooklyn Zoo. These are light bars for you. And that's still a hint to one of my future Halloween costumes. You could be right about Van Fleet. I'm still not a fan of him. But let me also say this before we go full into Brooklyn and Milwaukee. Just how quickly Boston traded Kemba Walker, that's how fast I'm trading Ben Simmons if I'm Philly. He needs to be traded today. But listen, at worst, you have until the end of this month. You have 9 days to find me a suitor for Ben Simmons. Because he can't remain on this team. Your star player pointed it out as the very play that he thought lost them this game. Joel Embiid, that is playing on a fucking torn meniscus. He can't jump for shit. Yo, he's skilling the shit out of all of these niggas. Skill and will. Shout out to Chill Will. Pure skill and will. And yet Ben Simmons won't go up for a dunk point blank at the fucking rim? Fuck out of here. Somebody put this motherfucker in the bathroom. That was the most light-skinned move of light-skinned moves if I ever seen a light-skinned move during the goddamn daylight. Like, you understand? The shit that he pulled belong in a Light Bright commercial. The shit that he pulled belong in 2% non-dairy fat commercial. Like, that nigga belongs in a Starbucks commercial right now. Actually, I'm sorry. Magic don't want shit to do with him. Let's move over to Brooklyn. Well, Brooklyn comes up short as well. Literally comes up short. But I'm going to tell you this, though. It was a thriller in Brooklyn. There definitely was a thriller in Brooklyn as we're watching the Brooklyn Nets go up against the Milwaukee Bucks. And this is the double whammy that I caught this weekend. The triple whammy, the punch to the, you know what I mean? Like this is me being shot in the gut. First by the New York Knicks losing. Taken to the ER. Finally making some recovery. Then I get out. And what happens? The Brooklyn Nets lose. Bam! Felt like I got run over by a fucking car. And as I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, at least I got hit at the hospital. The EMTs are right here. They'll be able to bring me in. What happened? Those fucking dirty birds. The Atlanta Hawks shit in my fucking mouth. I don't gotta respect shit. I'm just saying. I'ma try to. I don't got to. Like, them niggas weren't good to me. But this definitely was a thriller in Brooklyn. And this was I feel I have a lot more respect for Milwaukee and Giannis Antetokounmpo than I have for Atlanta and Trae Young. A lot more. Now, there was some luck here as well. There was some luck here as well. And just like I said, like there were moments in the Atlanta game that caught my eye that I had to point out. Well, there were moments also in this Brooklyn game that caught my eye that I needed to point out. Now, I wasn't as disciplined in the Brooklyn game, right? To write down the exact minutes and the quarter and all that other fine stuff that you guys like to hold on to. But I do remember the moments. And one of the moments that stood out to me was the turnover that Milwaukee had on their next to last possession of regulation. And I remember that ball going into Brook Lopez. And then them fumbling that ball and it going out of bounds. And I'm like, and my first thought there was like, this is the result of you not. I don't care I don't care if they won the game at this point. If they're gonna lose the game. That play was the result of them not trusting their star player. That's them thinking that they can't put the ball in Giannis's hand at that moment to close out that game. And I wasn't wrong. because Magic told me this morning that I was right. No, they didn't trust Giannis. They gave the ball to Brook Lopez, and I told me they didn't trust Giannis. But we'll talk about and I'll explain that why they didn't trust Giannis. But they trusted Chris Middleton, and I'm gonna tell you that the reason why I realized that I ended up realizing something is that hey, Chris Middleton is not that he is playing the role of Kobe on this team, while Giannis is playing the role of Shaq. And in these roles, Giannis takes you to the Giannis holds you down for 3 quarters and a half, and Chris Middleton is the one that closes. I can't go listen. When Magic talk, you listen. It's like E.F. Hutton, right? I'm not gonna deny that, and we saw glimpses of that, of Middleton being the one that was hitting the shot, and Middleton being one of the individuals that really mattered when it came to them getting over that hump. Now, that turnover that they had at the end of regulation and end of regulation, right before overtime, basically. Wait, did Poe or Nat ever get a decent connection and let everybody know where they could find them at? Or am I bugging? I think I'm bugging. Poe, I'm back. Now, the play that resulted after that would be Kevin Durant taking a turnaround, fadeaway shot while double teamed for 3 to win the game. Now he made that shot. But unfortunately his toes were on the line because he wears his sneakers a half size too big. And his toes were on the line. And it was a 2-point shot that sent the game into overtime. Because trust me, when he made that shot initially, I'm over here screaming in the room, ow! 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 Going off. Because I'm like, yo, that is a big shot. Big shot. But it was only 2. But still, you get your team into overtime. I'm thinking, like, okay, they're going to ride this wave. But, again, another moment that sticks out to me. Both teams are struggling to generate offense as they're in overtime. KJ, you guys see that? KJ was over here in his drunkenness from the party. He was yelling, best in the world. I heard him, best in the world. Best in the world. Best in the world. Yo, so I'm thinking, okay, after this, momentum is going to end up going Brooklyn's way. They just hit that big shot. They're just going to keep going at it and just kind of go ahead and bury them. And while both teams are struggling for offense, Brooklyn had a perfect opportunity to put these guys away. They missed the initial shot. They get the offensive rebound, offensive tap, and it goes to a wide open Joe Harris. And now I know where this number comes from in my head. A wide open Joe Harris that misses a 3-point shot. He misses the shot that he's known for. Basically, Joe Harris missed his big shot Bob moment. And the rest is history. The Brooklyn Nets never recover from that. Now with another opportunity to tie the game, Kevin Durant goes for a similar shot that he had before, except for this one wasn't a turnaround. He goes for another pull-up three. And I'm not gonna lie to you, when he did it twice, I am looking at him again, and I'm looking at him, and I'm wondering, I understand the first one went in, but when he took that first shot, I was like, you're double teamed. That's the reason why that first shot stood out to me. Is that he had to take a fadeaway shot while being double teamed. Didn't go to the basket, didn't try to get a little bit of extra contact. No, he went for the game winner. He went to close out. He was like, I'm going to risk it for the biscuit, YOLO. If we don't win on this shot, then we go home. When he could have took a 2-point shot to tie the game, to prevent his team to continue, just to make his team continue fighting. When then overtime comes around, he's put in the same exact position again. And in this time, he's one-on-one. And to be honest with you, I thought Kevin Durant had the lane. I know people are giving Kevin Durant a lot of praise today, but not me. I'm sorry. Kevin Durant bailed them out. Kevin Durant had the lane on the smaller, I'm forgetting his name. He's big in the Bay. He got 2 other brothers in the league. He's now the point guard for Milwaukee. And his name is, I forget. Drew Holiday, there we go. But he has a smaller Drew Holiday on him. And when he first caught that ball, if he would have made a decisive move, he had the lane. And if he has the lane, that means he has 2 points. Because he either has a basket, and it's going to be and one, or he's about to get fouled. Shout out to the co-host, KJ, for helping me with the name Drew Holiday. And then also shout out to my co-host, KJ, for making sure I give him a shout out for rapping me on the name. I got you, KJ.
Dig up. Fun guy.
Holy shit. I'm telling you, this is how I know I am just such a basketball fan. Because, actually, I don't know if I would say, yeah. I feel like every year I'm like this. I am giddy for the season, in the playoffs, even though there's teams that I hate to see win, like Atlanta. There's teams that I love to see win. And even when there's teams that I'm rooting for get beaten, the moments and the story behind it, good God Almighty, my friend. Like, let's shake hands and let's not pretend that this is pure action. Just time and time again, we got time for some action. And yet Brooklyn came up short. And with Brooklyn coming up short, like we have a stage set where we have Atlanta that's never gotten a chip. We got the Clippers that ain't never gotten a chip. We have Milwaukee that got a chip back in 1977. I think they may have been the Warriors when they got a chip. And who's the other team? Like, who do we have? We have Milwaukee. We have the Clippers. We have the Suns. And who's the other team? Oh. The Hawks. Those dirty birds. But yet we here again. And I'm telling you. There's a player that they all should target. And if they were smart, Buddy Hield becomes one of those hot commodities. And the reason why I put out, I don't want to say hidden hot commodities. Because obviously we know the names of not Chris Middleton, but we know the names of Bradley Beal. We know the names of Russell Westbrook, who players from the Lakers started randomly following his wife. We all know who De'Aaron Fox is. Let me tell you something, right? And I don't like this trade, but let me let you know how bad it's gotten for Ben Simmons. There are Philly fans already out here talking about
Cleveland! This is for you!
Let's trade him for Colin Sexton. Seriously. On Philly Talk Radio, this is a thing where they are willing to get Sexton for Joel Embiid. And you know what? I've also heard it from Philly fans too. So, that's going to be a very odd trade I'm going to have to keep hearing about. Now, Will, if you're with me, how do you feel about Ben Simmons in a Cavs uniform? Once you get back here, let me know. And you got time. You got time to digest it and answer that. Excuse me. So KJ is saying Atlanta's going to have a 3-0 lead and Milwaukee's going to come back and win. Most epic Atlanta. Yo, as much as I would love that, I'm going to need them to win one game first. It needs to be like 3-1. Only because like I can't take the stress and the pressure of Atlanta possibly advancing to the God. That shit just makes me all kinds of sports angry. Like, holy shit. You're right. Welcome to the podcast. Remember, the phone lines are open. I don't know if I can deal with the pressure of Atlanta being up 3-0 against Milwaukee. But Milwaukee has to be as confident as possible, right? Because the Brooklyn Nets were being looked at as the hounds of hell, that little three-headed dog that you was going to have to beat. And one by one, you just start seeing the heads being cut off. And the next thing you know, you're dealing with one head and a wounded head. And they went and they got their Hercules on and they destroyed them. Not destroyed them, but they beat them. I'm going to tell you what will be the most epic Atlanta collapse to me. Like, you say go up 3-0 and then Milwaukee comes back? No. I want Milwaukee to sweep them and show them that they don't even belong here. I don't want Atlanta to believe in their hearts so far as like, oh, we had a chance. Oh, look, we took them to Game 7, build some confidence for next year. No. I want it crushed right here. I want it snuffed out. Like you understand? Like I want it snuffed and collapsed like an old cigarette. I want that motherfucker to sit there for like 5 days in your goddamn ashtray and become stale. Like 3-0, up 3-0 ain't embarrassing enough. Being swept in the Eastern Conference Championship by the Greek Freak. That's a little bit more pleasing to me. That's a little bit more fulfilling. Wait, now you want Milwaukee up 3-0? So Atlanta, nah, you bugging now. You definitely bugging. Listen, because also, you know what happens? Like, I feel like if Trae Young makes it to the NBA championship, then somehow Reggie Miller I start seeing more Reggie Miller commercials, and I feel like he's gonna be doing the commentating. Like I'm not taking that at all. What's going on, El Gato? Welcome to the afternoon drive. You've made it with about 26 minutes left into the podcast today. You're getting better with the time. You're getting better. Last time you came over with like 2.6 minutes left. Shit. Nah. We're talking basketball. Well, you want my hopes crushed? Well, why do you want my hopes crushed? Like, this makes no sense. I already caught the double whammy. With Brooklyn losing that day, right? And then Atlanta also winning. Like, that already was the double whammy. Like I said, like, I got shot, recovered, came out the ER, got ran over by a car, and then while I was laying there on my back, waiting for the paramedics, a bird shitted in my mouth. That's literally what happened there. Those dirty birds. But then, we have a bright spot. And that is a team engulfed in orange. And as you guys know, I love all things orange. I kind of, except for the Orioles. Or Houston Astros, I mean. I love all things orange. I really do. And I give a lot of love and praise to Phoenix. Right? And it's been there for a while. Let's let you guys know. It's been there since the Amari Stoudemire days. It's been there since the Barkley days. I've had, like, I ain't gonna lie. I was picking Barkley's Phoenix Suns to beat Jordan. I did. I really did. I was there. Like, I was with the round mound of rebounds. And like, there's always been a special place in my heart for Phoenix. Back in the Amari Stoudemire days, loved him. That's the reason when the Knicks got stacked, I was all for it. I was already a big fan. Standing tall and talented until your knees go out. And then you punch a fire extinguisher. And then you can't play in a pivotal fucking playoff game. Actually, you know what? Go soak yourself in some fucking wine. I'm done with you again. I just remember why I don't like you. Go back to Israel. Yeah, I said it. That's how you get canceled for real. Oh my God, Chill Will, you missed it. We had a troll on Friday. You would have liked them. You would have liked them a lot. Now, not Trey Young, right? Since we're gonna keep talking about light-skinned individuals. Oh, he would have. Oh, Will would have verbally demolished him. But it's okay. I think I handled it like a professional. I had a troll. Yeah, I had a troll. I had a real life troll, Galto. Like a real troll. Like they were trying to be racist and all kinds of shit. Like the troll of trolls. And I think they had like cancel culture in their name too. It was really funny. Here goes my mango juice. So, engulfed in all orange. I give a lot of love to Phoenix. I've been watching Devin Booker has been a story that I've been following since the moment he got drafted out of college. Since the moment he got drafted out of college, being a bench player, right? And he was drafted as a lottery pick. So now let's add. Okay, pay attention. I'm about to give somebody credit. Guys like Devin Booker and Trae Young, you kind of see like the playoffs is kind of built for these guys. Like this is the stage that these guys love, and they perform here. Right? They perform well here. Now, I know. Oh, I didn't even block him, to be honest with you. I didn't even block him, to be honest with you. I'm too secure. I didn't even need to block him. Alright, but Trae Young had horrible games, mind you, 6 and 7, especially game 7, where he was like 5 for 25. But those 5 shots that he made were timely shots. And that's probably what mattered the most, is that He made the shots when he needed to make them. He made the free throws when he needed to make the free throws. He attempted the shots. Little Benny Simmons. Stop calling him Benny Sims. What was that dude? What isn't Simmons the last name of the guy that used to have those workout videos with those short ass shorts? Richard Simmons? That was his name? We gonna start calling him Benjamin Richard Simmons. Little Benny Richie Simmons. Because he comes up short. Like Richard Simmons shorts. Devin Booker showed his ass without Chris Paul. And let's not act like DeAndre Ayton, that little roided up freak. That he has been performing at a high level, keeping his shot percentage up at a high level. But shorter than that, B. For real. Listen, if it was any shorter than that, then he would basically be Speedos. And Ben Simmons, basically, if we had to talk about male attire, he basically is the equivalent to having Speedos. Like, he comes up short and tighten the worst moments. Yo. Hey, Elgato. Just like the Lakers and the Clippers are gone too. Yes, the Nets and Knicks are gone. Wait, I'm tripping. Clippers aren't gone yet. They just lost their first game against Phoenix. They about to be gone. What's going on, Elgato? Sons, yo.
Hey, goodbye. Nah. I'm just fun.
Oh, I was about to say, I was about to mute you. yo, it's funny.
That's harsh, bro. That's harsh. You know, I take it back because you're a good dude. That sucks, bro. Because everybody thought the Nets had it in the bag, bro. What happened?
This is what happens when expectations don't match reality. And listen, the Brooklyn Nets should have won. Like, I don't care that Kyrie Irving and James Harden weren't there. Jimmy Butler took a Miami Heat team to a championship series. You understand? To the NBA championship. Mm-hmm. So I have like, the Brooklyn Nets get no excuse from me. Like, they get no excuse. They just failed. Kevin Durant came up short.
Yeah.
Like, he didn't come up Benjamin Richard Simmons short, but he came up short.
Yeah, I gotcha.
You know, like I said,
nah, man.
It's like I said, I see the game differently. Like, he had, to me, Kevin Durant had a lane. On that last play, he had a lane.
Yeah.
And if you're the best player and you have a lane, you should go take it. So Elgato, are you wrapping up? Because right now it doesn't sound like you put up. Like, I already heard when you put the body in the trunk. Are you wrapping them up now? Is that what I'm hearing?
Dude, you have like supersonic hearing.
No, it's not supersonic.
You hear everything I do. No, I'm at lunch. I'm sorry, bro. I'm eating Wendy's.
Okay.
And and actually I could have ate inside, but fuck that shit. They don't even have the condiments out. So I'm in my truck. My truck has like you could eat in there and shit. And I was kind of packed too since they opened California. Every motherfucker wants to go and eat inside and shit.
And you know, I'm gonna actually say this. Like, at least in the fast food restaurants, I haven't noticed a lot of in-dining yet. In regular restaurants, motherfuckers stop caring in South Florida because, like, listen, we right behind you guys. Like, or you guys are right behind us. Yeah. I don't know who's taking whose lead, but we got similar weather, so like we're following each other. Like, we got sunshine and palm trees.
Well, let me ask you this, because you know what? I was like thinking, what should I get for lunch today? You know what? I haven't had Wendy's in a while. I think it's one of the best fast food burgers. Like, it actually tastes real as opposed to other burgers. What do you think?
I'll take a Wendy's burger before, like, their basic burger before I go for a basic McDonald's burger. I don't know.
McDonald's tastes like fucking. Yeah, it's fucking half wood pulp and half meat, bro.
Like, I may go for, like, If I had to choose two, like if I really had to choose, because like, I don't really fuck with Burger King like that anymore. If I had to choose two, it would probably be Checkers and Sonic's.
Oh yeah, but that's like a higher end fast food.
Are they? Okay. So we just talk about the bottom feeders then. Then I guess they're Wendy's.
No, we're talking Wendy's, Burger King, McDonald's, Jack in the Box, Carl's Jr. or Hardee's over there for you guys.
Whoa, Jack.
And
see, I look at Sonic's like I look at Jack in the Box.
Jack in the Box? You like Jack in the Box?
No, I look at Sonic's the same way I look at Jack in the Box. Now, listen, whoa. You threw Hardee's in there. Now, I haven't had Hardee's since I was in Indiana. Give me a thick burger any day. Like, pause.
Really?
But yo, like that, like, man. Talk about if you want to be on some fat boy shit for real. You're like, yo, I just want to glut in myself. You get yourself a triple thick burger. They give you some motherfucking curly fries. Get yourself some fucking orange soda, and you go make love to a fucking meal. Like,
yes.
Like I so wait for the day because I get teased because we always get the Carl Juniors and Hardee's commercials down here in South Florida, but there's none down here. There's none.
No way.
There's none down here, but we see those commercials all the time, and I don't know if it registers to everybody else because I've actually been to them. I'm like, this motherfucker's not even here. But oh
That's
my
bullshit.
goodness, like because they are the originals of the 3rd pound burger.
Yeah.
Remember, Burger King has the quarter pounder. They have the 3rd pounder.
Yeah.
And then you could get a triple 3rd pound. Basically, you could get a whole pound of meat on your burger. And just sit there and loosen your belt and Al Bundy the whole entire night away.
No, if you ever come to Cali, fuck all that shit. You got to go to In-N-Out. That's the burger.
I've had In-N-Out in Vegas.
How was it? I don't know how it is in Vegas. How was it?
It was good. Well, I'm gonna tell you, I was disappointed because I went to In-N-Out looking for a Juicy Lucy. And I thought that was the place that had a Juicy Lucy. And it wasn't the Juicy Lucy that they had. So I was like, So I had to
if I'm in Vegas, I'd rather go to Fat Burger where T.I. punched Mayweather in the face.
This may have been before that happened. What's that after it happened? This is like 2009, 2008.
Oh, no. But supposedly T.I. fucking hurt his hand punching Mayweather eating a Fat Burger in Fat Burger.
Yeah, like BurgerFi. Like, their burgers are good, but I'm like, their shit's too, like, their buns are too greasy. I'm like, why the fuck is, like, why does it every time I touch your fucking, I grab my sandwich, it looks like I just fucking, like, dip my hand in fucking baby oil. Like, it shouldn't be this goddamn greasy. But they're not bad. Like, I thought they was over there serving up spicy wafus, and apparently they had spicy wagyus. So yeah. Oh no, yeah. Listen, I bought 2 burgers and some fries the other day and spent $25. I was like, but they caught me. Like I did like 4 deliveries there, and I was like, you know what? I think I want a burger from here now. That's how they be getting me, yo. Like it be happening to me all the time. Like if I pick up deliveries from a place like 4 times in a day, I end up getting food from there eventually. Like I'm just like, yo, I just end up not even being able to resist that shit. Unless it's like Wendy's. And I officially have no clue why people like fucking Chick-fil-A, to be honest with you. Like outside of their waffle fries, I see, and maybe their macaroni, I see no big hype in Chick-fil-A. None. None at all. Not one. I'm sorry. I've gone there about 4 times now, like in the last like 4 to 6 weeks. I see no big hype. I from their chicken nuggets to their chicken sandwich, like to their breakfast chicken sandwich. Like I'm not seeing it. I'm not feeling it. Like I don't believe the hype. I'm sorry. Like give me a Publix chicken tender sub any day. Like that shit's bigger than everything that Chick-fil-A got. Like I'm sorry, like it's just like that. It's like today's just one of those days. It's like today happens to be the day that baseball has officially said that players can no longer have sticky stuff on their balls. They're baseballs, that is. And immediately we've seen a change. Chicken tender sub over chicken tender sub over everything. That published chicken tender sub. Listen, that published chicken tender sub, but mainly whoever is the chemist that makes Publix lemonades, that motherfucker needs a Pulitzer Prize. I'm not joking. That motherfucker needs a Nobel Peace Prize, a Pulitzer Prize. He needs one of those. Humanitarian of the Year award. He needs one of them shits. Oh, to get a stake in the Publix. Oh, they didn't stick in the company. I guarantee you. Hey, listen, whoever that is, I guarantee you they got stake in the company. There's no way, because Publix give all their employees stake in the company. And if you're a chemist for them and you're making their award-winning lemonade, you're like, oh shit, I got a comment in a place I never even look for comments at. What's going on? Who joined the... Hello. Okay, somebody joined 2 hours ago. Named Mill255. What's going on, Mill? Okay. He wrote me from the website. Listen, I don't know who makes it, but they make it with one of two things. With either love or crack. But either way, they deserve a Pulitzer Prize. I don't give a fuck what they put in. I don't care if they put in love or crack in that motherfucker. They need a Pulitzer Prize. That motherfucker needs to be recognized on a national stage for peace. That motherfucker go good alone. That motherfucker go good over some ice. That motherfucker go good with vodka. That motherfucker go good with Henny. And I'm like, man, you understand? Like, that motherfucker so versatile. That shit come in regular. It come in mango. It come in cherry. It come in strawberry. It come in blackberry. Man, you guys don't even know. They got a whole line for that shit. They got a pineapple too? I don't know. Pineapple may be coming soon. Just wait for the summer to... Let's wait till July to get here. We're going to see pineapple traffic. We're going to see the pineapple flavor drop in July. Right for my birthday. So, if you see the pineapple flavor drop by July, you make sure you bring that shit to the birthday party, which I gotta start putting out information about. We're gonna be doing that shit on the beach. We're gonna be having a couple of celebrations that day. It's gonna be a celebration. Okay. So let's get back into baseball. We're gonna close up with baseball. Baseball is officially, as of today, said that there's gonna be no more sticky stuff allowed on your balls. And what they're also saying today is that the umpires can officially start checking pitchers to see if they have any sticky stuff anywhere on their body that they may be putting on their balls. Now, since Major League Baseball put out the announcement that they're gonna start cracking down to players putting sticky stuff on their balls, you have started to see players start to lose control a little bit. They no longer have the same kind of, oh, everyone's getting checked. Oh, and I hope so, because I guess if you throw it to your third baseman, you know what I mean? If could possibly have it on there, you can throw it to your catcher. Your catcher could have something that's in there too. Listen, in and outfielders, you never know. Like what? Like I'm gonna get there. Listen. I'm gonna get there in a second. But so Major League Baseball is no longer allowing any of this, and if you are caught, right, they're going to be suspending you for 10 games with pay. You keep your money, but your team can't sub you during those days. So you're basically going to be short one man. So maybe you lose 2 starts if you're a pitcher. If you're another player that's caught with it, maybe it means a little bit more. Now, we've already seen pitchers starting to lose some control, right? And you see other pitchers, the great ones, just switch up their pitching style and still be just as dominant. You're starting to see more balls go into play. But let's get to control. Pitchers are saying that we need this so that we can get control of the ball. You know what you're making me ask? How are you a professional pitcher if you don't have control of your balls?
Yeah.
Like, so that's probably the first question that I start to make sense. Like, how are you a professional if you have no control? So that lets me know that the only reason that you're a professional baseball player is because you've cheated to get here. If all of a sudden you don't have any control over your balls without it.
What?
Also, it starts to eliminate them even more because it also starts to become a different thing. You know what? You're not a starting pitcher. So maybe you don't deserve all of this money that starting pitchers get. As starting pitching, it started to dwindle down more and more because they're like, hey, we can take these motherfuckers out in the 4th and 5th inning and just bring in relievers the whole entire time. So now if you're...
Are you talking about...
Sorry?
Are you talking about a specific pitcher?
No. We're talking about baseball and just their pitchers all around. Like Jacob deGrom doesn't have an issue. You understand? Like he's nasty regardless. You know what I mean? Like Cole doesn't have an issue. Like he's nasty regardless. Now for Cole, there's a slight difference because he's not as nasty as he was, but he's still a smart pitcher and he's still able to place the ball other places. But also, what's been happening with Cole lately?
Yeah. Is
that? And I had to take a pause while he decided to move the next body to the next It's okay if you're a mortician. We get it. Like at least it'll explain everything.
Yeah, it'd be better than a fucking murder, right? You know what I'm saying? Nah, man. Speaking of pitchers, I'm gonna say this, and I'm a Dodgers guy. Of course, that right? Of course, you know that. Mm-hmm. I'm not an Angels guy, even though whatever. See, I don't get 2 fucking teams, guy. I don't go, hey, if the Dodgers don't make it, I still got the Angels. I don't do that. But I'll say this. Fucking one of the greatest pitching staffs of all time was that goddamn Atlanta Braves. Talk about pitchers, man. In the 90s with Greg Maddux, John Smoltz, Tom Glavine, Steve Avery, my Dodgers couldn't do shit against that pitching staff.
Dig up. Danger zone.
Danger zone.
Oh yeah.
That's right, man.
It was.
So that was a great pitching staff, and those guys know how to control the pitches. Is pitching better back in the days?
Yes.
Was it better back in the days?
I think pitching was better. I mean, pitching was better because even if I think of the 6'7" guy from Seattle, you know what I mean? Like he's a badass pitcher. But so, the way I'm looking at it, right, is that a lot of these pitchers, because of how they started diminishing the pitching role, a lot of these guys, they're just not starting pitchers. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
Like they're just not starting pitchers, and the few ones that are now making it to Major League Baseball, it lets me know that you should have never been brought up. You should have never been called up. You're not a normal pitcher. Like come on, like let's ask a simple question, right? Because Major League Baseball is gonna have to do something, right? I get it. Major League Baseball is gonna have to come up with some kind of authorized substance, something that they can put that they can use right there. That's handed to them by the umpires. Like your club don't get it or anything like that. Just like how the umpires have the balls before the game, they need to have whatever authorized little substance that you can use to gain control, and that's it. But honestly, whatever happened to good old chalk for grip? Like if chalk is good enough for bodybuilders to keep a grip on a 850-pound barbell, why do pitchers need something that unless you're lifting fucking marble with your goddamn bare hands, you don't fucking need? Or I'm sorry, I don't know. I feel safe to say
I never thought of that.
I feel safe to say that we've all played baseball in our days, right? At least a little bit.
Yes.
What happened to good old fashioned dirt? They're scuffing it up in the fucking clay a little bit. What happened to that? When did you need crazy glue to pitch?
Well, like in high school or even like senior league, they used to have the chalk for the pitchers. But yeah, you're right, man. Just playing with your friends, nobody took out a fucking chalk bag You know?
Yeah, exactly. Nobody was pulling out any fucking gorilla glue. You know what I mean? And to try to fucking pitch. No, motherfucker, scuffed that shit up in the dirt. You know what I mean? You rubbed it maybe you rubbed it against like on the concrete. Depending on where you pitch, maybe you scuffed it on the concrete a little bit.
That doesn't look as professional as the chalk bag. So yeah. I don't know if they want that shit.
So so basically baseball, like, they did this to themselves and they have a fix for it. But ultimately, what it's telling me is that as pitching continues to be diminished in Major League Baseball, a lot of these guys don't even deserve the goddamn job. Because how are you a professional if you have no control?
Oh my God, MyT Sports. Can I just say this before I get off the air about pitchers in Major League? Sure. These fucking little pussies, okay? How do you feel about the fucking... If somebody hits a homer off you and stares at it for 3 seconds, you're going to throw a fucking hissy fit and want to beat them up? These unwritten rules. What do you think about that?
That is something that we need more than 2 minutes to talk about. And we only have 2 minutes.
That is so stupid. But somebody hits it and they look at it for too long. Now you're going to throw out their head. Now you're going to rush them to fight them. That's the stupidest thing, bro.
It really is. Like, and it makes no sense because, to be honest with you, they really should always, that picture should always be suspended for poor sportsmanship, because all of it is that you're upset because you weren't good at your job, so you took it out with the other player that was good at their job.
Okay, there is a thing of overdoing it, but like if you look at it for 3 seconds or
I'm sorry. You know what?
Whatever.
You know what I want in baseball when you hit a home run? I want you to overdo it. It's the only time you get it. You can't overdo it on a base hit. You can't overdo it on a double. No, you ain't score shit. You know what I want you to overdo it? When your ass has scored a fucking point. That's the end of the podcast. We'll be back Wednesday night, 8:07 p.m. Holla at your boy.
Yeah.
Sorry, B. I tried. Honest. All the bandwidth in the world couldn't keep me contained. No lag, no lag. Gonna share my talents with Podbean Live. Always knew I'd take the pod there. Just a lot later than a lot of listeners thought. Last of the real gabbers. Well, maybe not the last. Munchkin got good mic skills.
Now, if you guys are on the website, you can still hear this.
Improved MyT Podcaster. Potting down now.
Not even close.
Last call for drinks. Bars closing. Sun's out.
She's legal again.
Heard the casino got a buffet breakfast. Don't want to go far. Wild night.
My nuts are sweating.
Tired, B.
Let me make sure I cut these cameras
tired. MyT
Sports.